I started doing this play in 1999. 2001, I was very depressed. It was such a bad year for me. I was so depressed, like the early years after my father was killed. So I said, look, I got to get some professional help. So my New Year's resolution was to go to a psychiatrist. So I got on the phone and I called up in January and said, I need help. I need to see a psychiatrist. And they said, okay. I said, I need to see an African American, a black person, because the things I'm dealing with, I need somebody who understands. They said, we don't have one here, but we got one up there. So I went to see this lady, and she began to explain the trauma that I had went through 40 years ago that had never been addressed. And how during this play, I relived the incident over every time I went on stage, and I didn't know what I was doing to myself. So she said, what needs to happen? You need to debrief. Never go to bed after you do the play without calling in. Need to know all your emotions. We have to hook you up with somebody, so if it's 5 o'clock in the morning where they are, you have to call in. So I began to call in, and she worked with me for about a year. And then I began to understand the depression that I had 40 years, and how to combat that depression. And forgiveness had brought me a long ways, but I had not dealt with that depression. So we were doing along pretty good, and during my session, something else was bothering me. And she said, well, you know, you can go for a while, you're good. Why don't we just do this every 3 months? And I said, well, I need to talk about something. She said, what? I said, well, I hate policemen. Yeah, you hate policemen. I said, no, you don't understand. I hate policemen. I said, I hate policemen so bad, I hate myself for hating policemen. That's how bad it is. I said, every time I hear about a policeman getting killed, I said, good, kill them all. Then I turn on myself, and I'm mad at myself, and how can you do? So I'm beating myself up. I was trapped. And, you know, I did not have the sense to say, you forgave the man who killed your father. Why don't you give those policemen who did that to you? And it didn't click. And here it is, 2004, before it clicked. All I had to do was forgive the policemen what they had done for me many years ago in Los Angeles and be free. But my mind would not allow me to do that, because I was so angry the way they had treated me when I was in Los Angeles. And when I left Silicon Valley and went to Los Angeles, I didn't know nothing about no police harassment and terrorism. One of my friends came home in the apartment one day. He was mad, cursing and screaming. So what's happening? So I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard. The cops pulled up beside me, and they started calling me all kind of names and ends and all of this stuff, and what they going to do to me. Sounded strange. It never happened to me. Then it began to happen to me. And the first time I was pulled over running a red light, and the guy was back there writing a ticket, and I said to his friend, man, you know I didn't run that light. He said, oh, yeah, I know. I said, but I tell you what you do. I said, go downtown, pay the ticket, get a court date. You go back, he won't show up, and they'll mail your money back. Sure enough, I went down, paid the ticket, went back for court date. He wasn't there. I got my ticket. I got my money back in the mail. So I began to do that. Every time I got a ticket, I do that, go through that routine. But what's happening, this anger was building up because I had to take a day off work to go down to plead not guilty, pay the ticket. Then I had to take another day off. So it was costing me 2 days. And I didn't realize this anger was building up when I could sit downtown Los Angeles and I see the judge and how mean he was to the blacks and the Hispanics. Ticket was $28. The judge could charge you $7 or $54. He was charging everybody $54, which is saying you could have paid the $28 and not wasted our time. So then I get a ticket near Beverly Hills. I'm sitting there. I pull my taxi cab around. I stop in a red zone, get a fare, pull the sheriff department. What you doing here? I said, I'm picking up. I'll be gone in 10 minutes. He said, write him a ticket. Lady apologized. She wrote me a ticket. So I go to Beverly Hills. I know the game. I walk into Beverly Hills. Whoa, I'm the only black person, all these white people. Judge came in. Judge says, hey, party judge. How y'all doing this morning? Just talking, boom, boom, boom. White lady get up. She's explaining her case. He takes her ticket and he tosses it. And she's talking. He said, get out of here, lady. Go spend some money. So I done threw your ticket out. Wow. I like this judge. Young white man before me had 4 tickets. The judge, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw 2 tickets out. I'm going to charge you the minimum of $7. So the kid was, he wanted all 4 tickets to be thrown out. And the judge said, wait a minute. To the audience, am I a good judge or what? I could charge him $54 for the 4 tickets. I'm going to charge him $7 for the 2. Am I a good judge? And they're like, yeah, you're a good judge. I get up. He said, raise your right hand. I raise my right hand. He said, do you swear to give up this violent life of crime you live in? I said, yes, Your Honor. Yeah, get out of here. And then what dawned on me, here I am in Beverly Hills, where white people who could afford to pay for tickets, their tickets were being thrown out. Yet 20 miles away in downtown Los Angeles was a completely different scene. So all this stuff began to build up, and I wasn't aware of this anger that I had. So in 2004, I forgave the policeman, and I don't have a problem. When I see a police car, I don't get upset. My blood pressure don't rise. It's just a police officer. Before, every time I saw a police officer, my little temperature went up. I had that little rise in there. But through forgiveness, hey, it's over.